Welcome everyone, Dylan Gemelli here today with a brand new video for you. So today we're going to discuss the dangers and the side effects of high estradiol or estrogen in men. So we're going to talk about what happens when men's bodies just have too much estrogen. I'm going to talk to you about the side effects and how it can negatively affect you. So you could feel sluggish, you could feel drained, you could be struggling with mood swings, depression, or you might be gaining weight while you're eating healthy and just not understand what's going on. These are all signs that may possibly indicate that high estrogen levels are present. Now, just like women, men are going to produce estrogen, but in far lower doses, just like women produce testosterone, but in far lower doses than men do. Now, when the levels go up, testosterone production is going to drop for a man. So you have to be aware of that. It's also known as estradiol, estrogen is, and this hormone actually supports bone health and metabolism, okay? Now, too much of it can lead to weight gain, all right, and it can lead to testosterone deficiency, as I just said, and it can also lead to breast enlargement in men, also known as gynecomastia. Now, estrogen levels in healthy women are going to range from anywhere from 30 to 370. Now, men only produce 15 to 60. Even the slightest imbalance can affect health and well-being. I find with most people that they're most comfortable as a man in the higher 20s or lower 30s. It's different for everybody. That's the average on what I find to be the best, where people are most comfortable. All right? Now, there are ways to actually balance your hormones and prevent all the issues that I've been talking about. All right? The key is to keep your testosterone levels up, especially after the age of 30. Now, what is estradiol or what is estrogen? It's the primary female sex hormone. So what does it do? Well, it regulates bone metabolism, menstrual cycles, and reproductive function. And it also gives women their female characteristics, things like smooth skin, wide hips, things like that. Now, without estrogen, women wouldn't be able to procreate, period. This hormone also protects against bone loss and osteoporosis. Now, about half of the Caucasian women over 50 are going to have low bone mass. And why? This is due to the hormonal changes that occur during and after menopause. So maintaining high estrogen levels is really crucial to female health. All right. Now, in men, estradiol regulates spermatogenesis, bone growth, and reproductive function. So since it's not a male-specific hormone, its levels are lower than a woman has, okay? Too much estrogen can actually result in low testosterone, causing a really bad chain reaction in your body. So, okay, let's put it this way. As men age, our testosterone levels drop naturally. Now, at the same time, estradiol production goes up. So this leads to hormonal imbalances and really poor overall health. So, when your body's sex hormones are not in sync, you're going to be possibly experiencing weight gain and low libido. Poor sleep and memory lapses are common side effects of estradiol in men. Here's just a list of other symptoms. Gynecomastia, as I was talking about, which is breast enlargement. Reduced sex drive. Fluid retention. You're going to notice a lot of that. You're going to see some abdominal obesity, or really struggle with troublesome areas in your stomach. Erectile dysfunction. There's going to be decreased muscle mass and decreased strength. Poor sports performance. You could actually have some anxiety and depression. And it can just mess with you mentally in many different ways. Irritability, you can have a lower sperm count, hair loss, even migraine headaches, really lethargic, and you can have a really slow and sluggish metabolism as well. And if it's left untreated, the condition may increase your risk of diabetes, okay, and benign prostatic hyperplasia. Now, estrogen also promotes fat storage in the abdominal area, which contributes to heart disease, also known as visceral fat, all right? It's an adipose tissue, and it produces toxins that can actually cause cancer, and it contributes to metabolic syndrome and insulin resistance in the long run, and it triggers chronic inflammation and causes changes in the brain. High estradiol levels can also affect your manhood and your sex life, all right? You might lose interest in sex, you might have trouble maintaining an erection, and as your testosterone levels drop, the risk of infertility also increases. Now, let's talk about athletic performance. It can really take a toll on your body and impact physical performance, okay? The side effects of estradiol in men are going to include muscle loss and reduced strength and poor mental focus. So you'll feel weaker overall and you'll have a hard time building muscle. Men are stronger and have a larger body frame than women do to their high testosterone levels. Testosterone deficiency is also caused by excess estrogen, and that can affect your gains. And it also makes it harder to recover from training. And if you're a pro athlete, staying lean is a must, and high estrogen levels affect your body composition, making fat loss a lot more difficult. Females, for instance, have about, have higher body fat than men do, but they can get down under 10%. But men can get down in that like 4% range. It's dangerous, but you will see competitors getting down there. All right. So male athletes are just, it's crazy what they can do, in terms of their body fat levels. All right. They also have higher testosterone levels, which supports their type 2 muscle fibers, and this leads to greater strength and power. Now, women have a larger kind of proportion of type 1 muscle fibers, so for this reason, they perform better at endurance sports, things like long distance running. Testosterone is crucial for muscle growth and repair, and if your levels drop, you're going to lose your hard-earned muscle. This is a fact, and this will result in slower metabolism and weight gain. The less muscle you have, the fewer calories you're going to burn throughout the day. So to prevent testosterone decline, keep your estrogen levels under control. A high protein diet, strength training, and proper rest can make all the difference. So now that you know the side effects of estradiol, you got to tweak your diet and training routine. The end goal is to boost your testosterone levels and suppress estrogen. So cut back on phytoestrogens. These are plant compounds that naturally, occur in various foods. Things like soybeans, tofu, flax and sesame seed, lentils, beer, wheat germ, carrots, and licorice root even. A diet high in phytoestrogens may lead to a low sperm count, infertility, and breast cancer, and moreover, it messes up your hormones and accelerates cognitive decline. So these compounds mimic estrogen in your body. High estrogen levels impact testosterone production, so it makes sense to ditch them from your diet. Load up on testosterone-boosting foods, egg yolks, beef, fatty fish. These can naturally raise your testosterone levels. Egg yolks contain saturated fat, which stimulates testosterone production. Oysters are high in zinc, and that's a mineral that balances your hormones. Nuts and fatty fish, they boast large doses of omega-3s, which fight inflammation. So these are just ways to kind of watch your estrogen and overcome them. If it's really out of line and it's caused by outside, compounds, use, etc., then you're going to need an aromatase inhibitor. That's a completely different topic for a completely different day. So, that being said, www.elitefitness.com/videos is where you can see all of my new videos uncut and uncensored, and all of my old videos being republished daily. www.icearms.com/forums and dylan@icearms.com is where you can get me with all questions and comments. So, that being said, stay tuned for plenty more to come. Dylan Gemelli, signing off.